Hey everyone, we are Tony and Sonia, and after more than 20 years of teaching, we finally decided we'd had enough and it was time for some adventure. So we quit our jobs, rented out our house and sold pretty much everything we owned. And while most midlife crises end up with a sports car, we bought a narrowboat called Kimberley-Jo. And along with our newest crew member Willow, we travel all over the UK's stunning and beautiful canal network. It'd be great if you came along and joined us on Same Ship, Different Day.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's vlog. Today you find us moored outside Waitrose in the middle of the beautiful historic city of Chester. This week we have a nightmare in the locks on our way out of Chester. Tony injures his ankle trying the difficult task of doing two things at once, walking and looking. And we have to rescue a boat that has become unpinned and stuck across the canal. Join us this week on Kimberley-Jo. For this week's journey, just look at last week's and reverse. We're going from Chester to Beeston via Christleton. Why not come along with us?
So we're just making our way. So basically what's happening is we've decided rather than staying in Chester, going on to Ellesmere Port, we've been here for a few days, really enjoyed it, but we're actually kind of looking forward to going to Llangollen. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down, there's a mooring just outside Tesco, so we're going to go down to the mooring, get a load of shopping, spin it round, and then start making our way up to the Llangollen. Here's the plan for today. Over here, this boat, they've just tied themselves off on the railings because this footpath is closed underneath the bridge.
It is a pain, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit of a pain because it meant we couldn't walk down to here. You have to walk all the way through the town, which you don't want to do with a pup.
It's been brilliant in Chester, to be fair. Really enjoyed it. So while we were there, we got to go to see the Storybook Theatre in the park, in Grosvenor Park. Which was great. Acting was superb, the set was superb, the way they made use of space was excellent, so I can't recommend that enough. So we're off to see the Gangs of New York in the park.
Yeah, well, hopefully not literally, it's a show.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Globe all in the round, doesn't it, you? And the way it's all the seating is around the edge. I'm going to check the cameras now, make sure the dog and the boat are okay, and then we're going to relax. Right, so we've got the sweatshirts on now because it's got dark and a bit cooler.
Yeah, a little bit, not chilly, but just it's good with a jumper.
Yeah, you need a jumper on.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
Oh, it's amazing, absolutely amazing.
Honestly, it is superb. The acting is superb. The fight scenes, so well done.
Loads of like little improvised bits as well, so the audience will say something and they'll like have a little dig back at them and yeah, brilliant. They throw water over them and things like that.
Oh, there's water thrown all over. Don't get the front row seats, people, if it's going to be cold because you get wet.
Yeah, you also might lose a bit of your drink and you might get brought up on the stage as well. So
no, it's so well done. So well done.
Absolutely loving it.
Yeah.
Really good.
And as if the quality of the show isn't enough, you get these little seats. If you're sitting on the picnic benches, these little seats. They're so cute. They fold up, and then you bring them to your little bench, and you sit on them like a little back to it. It's such a good idea. So it makes sitting on the picnic benches comfortable, and it's free. To Broadway, love the West End, so anytime we get to see any live entertainment, so it doesn't matter where we are, but this was fantastic.
Yeah.
Can't recommend it enough. So if you're in the Chester area, check out Storyhouse Theatres. They've got a theatre and they do open air.
Yeah, brilliant, absolutely.
Really good. Now we've got to find a way out of this park so we can get back to the boat.
Yeah, it all looks the same every corner.
It does now. Anyway, off we go. and also we got to walk the Chester walls, which was amazing. The history is phenomenal, but they're so intact, and being a Roman city, they all date back to Roman times. They've got all the history points around, some views across the city are amazing, so really enjoyed it. So this is Ladies' Day at Chester Racecourse today. We would have gone to this, but it's too long to leave Willow at the moment. She's still not at that level. Right, I'm now standing on the water gate to Chester. So behind me, the River Dee would come right up to this gate that I'm standing on, and then the goods would be and up that hill into the city. This bit here was once all underwater. The River Dee would come up here. It is reported that King Charles I watched the Royalists lose in 1645 from this very tower. So this is called King Charles's Tower. There's been a church on this site since the 7th century. I don't know if you can hear me above the bells. That's amazing. So we finished our walk around the walls of Chester, which was amazing. Really loved it. Equals batteries of history and great views of the city. Brilliant. But we're now in the Cross Foxes, which is now a contender for the cheapest pint as we head up on our journey towards the north, if you like. It's £3 for your pint in here. It's a lovely pub. Shows the football. Tony's not in the video because he's watching the football and doesn't want to look rude. But yeah, absolutely fabulous. Dog friendly. But yeah, great, a proper pub. Not a bar, because we've just been in a bar. Oh my god. But now we're in a proper pub, enjoying the football after a long walk around the walls. So yeah, £3 for your pint. It's the leader other than the Weatherspoons. So check it out, it's a great pub to go to. So there is the pub, just at the end of that street. I'm going to turn the camera around now, and there's our boat, just there. Oh no, it's just by my hair. Just there. So, and there's the boat, just there. So we're just coming up, we're just moving up now to get some shopping at Tesco's before we turn around. And yes, we're going to try and find a little mooring spot near Tesco's so we can get the shopping, chuck it on board and set off.
Right, shopping has been got. Sonia's got a coffee as well. We're just going down, there's a bridge just here, we're going to try and turn it round there and then go back. As normally on this one, it won't be loads and loads of footage because it's literally the last vlog you saw us do this. So I'll just, if there's anything interesting, anything worth filming, I'll film it for you coming up. So here's the turning point, the winding hole, the winding hole, whatever you want to call it. You can see in the background there is the bus place, which is quite handy. I'm going to put the nose in first, and then just let it come round. Again, face concentration.
It's relaxed.
Oh, you got to say it's low. Look at that in the background there. Just not the Iceland, obviously, but swans just coming to have a look. This is Son looking all cash, blasé. Yes. Nearly hit by a pigeon. I wouldn't say that was her smug face.
It's a smug face. I always dread it though because it just never seems to go the same way twice.
No, this is kind of, even when you put the nose in, the back started coming around almost, didn't it? It was like, oh yes.
So lovely. It's
this
like,
is good.
yeah, I can take that.
And now you can see. Well, now back facing the right way.
Now that was, I could do that. That's what it was like every time.
Smug as you like. The shape of it's quite nice actually, isn't it? Funnily enough.
Proper edges, like,
Yeah.
you know, you're not going to have a bush in your face when you come back.
Oh, son. What? What?
Tony.
What? I'm not saying anything.
Tony.
What? You're making up your own jokes at this point. As you'll have seen in the last vlog, on the way down this tree took us by surprise and it did a little bit of damage to the paint that we'd been painting. Well, Sonia had been painting. This time we took it a lot slower and managed to get through pretty much unscathed. Right, so these locks are a nightmare. They're massive, but whatever we've tried so far, it just throws the boat all over the place, like all over the place. So yeah, we tried at that time we tried to do the gate on the same side as the boat, but I just threw it over to the other side. So this time we're going to try the opposite side, because normally do it the same side. Normally the water goes under the boat, hits the opposite wall, and rebounds back, but that's not happening. Although just watching Sonia's face as it happens is quite funny.
But it's like you can't predict where the water's going to push her, and it's such force, and we've barely opened the paddles as well.
Absolutely funny
so
parts.
It's quite funny. Well, not funny. Funny but not funny.
The only good thing about going this way is there's those paddles that you have to turn about 100 times, but if someone's just gone through, I don't have to do those paddles, I only do the other ones. So that is a bonus.
And it is looking like a lot of these are going to be in our favour.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. So good news, 2 boats coming out, which means the doors are open. Once they're out the way, we can go straight in.
So we are trying the rope technique, but the rope doesn't reach me, even though it's the length it should be. So Tony's keeping the rope up the top. He's going to open the paddle and then keep me over to the side until everything calms down. That's the plan. Let's see if this is any better. Because so far, I've found these locks hard work. There's bywashes coming into them, there's leakiness and bouncing. Whoa, just do half! Half! Just a little! Fucking hell.
So as you've seen, these locks have been an absolute nightmare, thrown us all over the place. So that one, we decided we'll throw the rope over. I'd then be able to grab the rope and keep it over to the side. But then someone came down, didn't know the locks that direction, so they did it fully, and it threw us right the way over to the side. It was going, if I didn't have the rope, it would have caused quite a lot of damage actually. So yeah, it could have. I say if I knew I had the rope, it would have gone over so quickly. I managed to just pull it back a little bit, which slowed it down. It didn't damage it. But yeah, it just shows you sometimes if other people help you, you've got to make sure you kind of let them know what they need to do and everything. And we didn't really do that. We weren't really safe enough. We should have like told her beforehand, but just presumed that she'd only go halfway. So good news is most people, all the hire boats are out today, which means every time we get to a lock, there's someone already doing the lock for us. And like I say, these handles on this side, you turn them about 100 times. So for me, this is brilliant because they go out, I just shut the lock, don't have to turn it at all. Halved my job at least. The worst locks I think we've done in terms of being just thrown around. Poor old Kimberley-Jo, it's been like a rag doll. Right, I take all that back, they're going the wrong bloody way, aren't they? They'll go off, close it up, and then I've got to empty it, so I've got to turn those bloody handles. Oh man, that's my own fault.
So, third time lucky. Woo! Oh! Right, so third time lucky, it was better.
You won't be seeing me up here too often on this trip now, because just back where we were. anyone who's played football with me or knows with football, because probably guessed already. But yeah, I just twisted my ankle, turned my ankle. There was like the concrete and the grass, and I've somehow managed to just trip myself over.
He's managed to find it. Find the one bit where there was a gap between the concrete and the grass.
So now, my ankle is swelling up as we talk. So I'm going to be spending a lot of this journey inside with my foot up. Some of you will say, yeah, don't you normally do that anyway? I know someone who would say that.
Little locky man.
Yeah, no locks though, so
no
that's
locks
alright.
on this section, so alright.
I'm redundant anyway. What?
I say nothing.
Yeah. Oh, just by the way how sympathetic it was, I fell over.
I could not hear him.
I fell over, there's people came running from all over the place. There's one, 2 streets over came running to just check I was okay.
2 streets.
And then in the end, the bloke who was helping me was like holding on to the boat. Sonia's inside the boat, and he was going, I said, oh son, can you come out? And she was like, oh, I'm busy.
No, I did not. I could not hear him.
She was like, oh, I'm busy, and she stayed inside. So
I couldn't hear him.
So then the bloke obviously felt sorry for me, and he was like, he said, oh, we could redo your help out here. We could redo your help out here. 4 times he called her. 4
Shout louder.
times.
The engine was on. I'm rooting around in the drawer to get the pins out. I couldn't hear anything.
My ankle was on back to front, but no
Honestly,
interest.
It's a flat path, for goodness sake. You should have been able to manage that bit.
See? Bedside manner.
I've never claimed to have a decent bedside manner. I have no truck with illness.
So anyway, yeah, I'll film bits when what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit for a little bit and rest here, and then I'm going to come out, and then I'll sit and rest it and come out, because I don't want to stand in it for too long, because then it's going to come up like a balloon. I know from past experiences.
And I'm just going to be out on the front here,
yeah,
on the back here, enjoying the sunshine.
She loves it,
and
actually.
having a quiet little cruise.
Yeah.
I just need a drink on your way back in though.
But yeah, the only reason I'm out here, by the way, I was supposed to be putting my foot up if I get a call, and I can bring my sunglasses out. That's the reason I'm out here.
I said the next time you move.
So up I get, limp out here.
Honestly, don't listen to me talk such nonsense. Oh, you know that already.
You heard me just then as well. Give me a drink. Can you give me a drink?
Just get me a drink on the way back in. You've only got past it out there. You walk past the fridge.
Here we go.
Anyway, I'm going to enjoy the sunshine and a nice, quiet cruise.
I'll see you the next time Sonia calls me.
So we've done this stretch before, but the perspectives change, and that is just beautiful. But what doesn't change is we're going through the long section of moored boats. Oh, the joys. So time to drop down, to tick over. Nice. I'm beginning to think Tony might have sprained his ankle on purpose, so he doesn't have to sit through this really the longest stretch of moored boats I've ever seen. I know we said it on the way up, and I'm saying it on the way down. Yeah, he might have done it on purpose.
So everything in this direction is lovely, blue skies, sunny days. Everything in this direction.
Stop doing that so close to my face.
Everything in this direction is dark clouds. I'm not sure if we even said why, but we have carried on through, as you will have noticed and seen and heard. It was basically just because, compared to the Cheshire Cat, the walks for Willow were the lovely ones around here.
She loves it around there.
Yeah. So we get to spend a full day tomorrow here rather than travelling tomorrow, having half a day here and then travelling on. So it just made more sense.
And the weather was lovely.
Yeah.
It's not so much now.
No, it's that feeling. Look, you know what? Last time I spoke to you, behind us the clouds were.
Caught us.
Yeah, they're above us now because there's a boat in front going very, very slow. Or Sonia goes very, very fast, one of the two.
I do not go very, very fast. I check my speed, thank you very much.
You can't miss this one.
So today it's another day, another boat job, and the boat job today is the hatch. A little while ago I filled in the gap between the body of the boat and the inner trim with some sealant, but it's not been very good. I've noticed a crack appearing and we've noticed some water ingress. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the old sealant that I put in last year and fill it up with proper sealant, which is a bit more flexible than the old stuff. So, job number one, remove the old sealant, which shows you why it's dry. It's not as flexible as the other stuff. So, oh, that could take me some time. Oh, maybe not.
So it drifted out.
You can see where the holes come out. Look, that's where the pin was.
Oh, right. So it's pinned in the middle. They got ropes there, haven't they? So
No, the pins are in the water.
that's
Come out.
mad, isn't it? Oh, look, there, little bit of smoke. So now this boat's going to come down. They're going to try and push it. What really happened is we're desperate for subscribers, so Sonia came down here, unpinned it, pushed it out, went back to the boat.
Busy.
Went back to the boat. Was like, oh dear, it's come undone, has it? Quick, Tony, get the camera.
I'll get on. It's fine.
Now, if you really want to get us some subscribers,
Back to doing this again. Oh, it's horrible. But there, it's all empty now. I just got to sand off all the little cruddy bits that are hanging on.
that's good, you got it all out.
I've got it all out. I just want to make sure the next one sticks. Should do, so it should get into it.
Managed to do it. Don't get anything on her face at all.
She's like, honestly, I'm such a messy DIYer.
That's my ankle. Somewhere in there. So you can see it's a little bit swollen. But I battle on, don't I, son?
Oh God, yeah, we don't hear about it at all.
Yeah, exactly. It's my SAS training. Right, Son's just taken Puppy off for a walk before we go off on the boat. I can't go because my ankle's still. I could probably walk it, but I'd be so far behind, just slowing them down. So I stayed back and set the boat up ready for us to go. The weather looks dodgy. It's supposed to be quite nice today, but there's dark clouds everywhere. We've got the canopy down. We're probably gonna. All we're basically doing is we were heading for the Llangollen or Llangollen. There's so many L's. I don't know how you say it properly. But basically, that's where we're heading off to. So today we want to get as close to turning for the Llangollen, so we're ready to go down it properly tomorrow because we're really looking forward to it. When we first got the boat, the first few vlogs we saw, people were going off in that direction. It just looked incredible. It looked so nice. And you've got like obviously a massive aqueduct. And I know the village as well. I went on a school journey once and it was there in Llangollen. And I came back and I was like, son, we've got to go. It's fantastic. What a little village that is. That's amazing. But it was just so difficult to get to without about a 5-hour journey from where we were living at the time. So, yes, but I'm really looking forward to going there with her and sort of seeing it together. And especially now we've got the puppy as well. There's loads of beautiful walks around now, up and down the canal and off into the hills and things. So yes, so today is really, we're going to go to services, get ourselves all sorted in that way, and then just get as close to Llangollen as we can. Hopefully before it all starts raining.
So we're setting off from this lovely spot today. We've got about a 4.5 mile cruise, but it's going to take us about 3.5 hours because of the locks. Now, the locks. I don't mind, like we thought we'd nailed the wide locks. We thought we'd got a system that didn't throw us about, but on the way up from Chester, oh my goodness, we were thrown about all over the place, and it didn't matter what we tried, small amounts, it's still, we couldn't work it out. So there's a boat in front of us. We're going to go up with them today, hopefully. We're going to catch them up in a second and go up in a pair, which means there's less throwing about. But it was quite stressful for me. But we've also got the Bunbury staircase lock again, where we're going to go up that one. So yeah, the canal's nice and busy this morning. It's nice to see.
Everywhere this morning, which is fantastic for us. 2 boats in that lock. Oh my god, son. How much better was that?
Oh, so easy. Well, you would have seen it. I was having a chat.
Yeah.
I was having a chat.
Well, that bloke just, he was opening it and nothing was happening to the boat. So he just went full up, which just all the way up straight away. It didn't make any difference.
Really nice. Like, apparently the person inside is a 95-year-old bloke who used to do the canal boating.
Oh, really?
And now on their holidays from Llangollen.
Problem at this lock is you can only get 1 boat in at a time. I think it's called the iron lock because there's bits on the side that will snag your boat if you try and get 2 in there. So you have to kind of stay mainly in the centre when you do that lock. This has got all of those slanty stone bits, so you can't actually pull over to the side. So it's quite awkward. The bloke in front, I felt really sorry for him because it's just him and his boat was all over the place trying to keep to the side. Get your coats on. You've pulled. Right, so we've now got a massive queue of boats behind. There's 3 just there and there's 2 more just underneath the bridge. It'll be a long day at this lock. And every time, the biggest problem is boats just keep grounding out on the side, so then they've got to try and get themselves off again.
So as the water from the lock empties, it pushes you onto the rocks at the side.
It was really difficult. It dropped, didn't it? Like anything.
Honestly, when it came off the rocks, it dropped. It was quite frightening, to be fair. Being on the boat when it drops off is horrible.
Yeah, it was a proper diet. You heard it, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm coming. Tony, I'm coming.
So we've just seen the people from behind us walking up with their windlasses, so we decided just to wait. It's easier to wait than it is to go through these locks on your own. So we decided to wait, and also it's nice, it's kind, and it saves water.
So seeing more of the weed, the people we're going through the locks with have been brilliant. They're like a well-oiled machine. They get the boat out every year, hire it out, go on a set route, and they know exactly what they're doing. They went down to Ellesmere Pool, which you remember we cut out of our journey because we want to spend more time on the Llangollen, and they said the whole canal is just covered with these. They got a little bit of the way down and was thinking about coming back, but there was no turning point, so they had to just keep going through it. They said it wasn't nice at all. They think they're the only boat that's been down there for a long time.
gone in. I wonder if there's anyone coming down.
That looks crazy. Boat's just gone in there. The amount of water coming down, I feel like that can't be right. It shouldn't be right.
All the old stables where the horses used to switch over on the fly boats. Boats didn't have to stop, got fresh horses and off they went. So, a little bit of lunch prep on the move.
So, a bit of lunch later. So, bit of lunch later.
I nearly wanted to again.
Right, anyway.
So.
Right, just had a little bit of lunch. Right, we just had a little bit of lunch. And we're now wandering on down to
Calverley. We stopped there on the way here, on the way to Chester. But there aren't that many services, like rubbish points, between here and Chester.
No, most are pretty good points, isn't they?
This is a good stop. Then we're heading off onto Barbridge.
I do the editing of the vlogs, and you won't notice because I change it all the way through.
He's too lazy.
But Sonia will go, right, we are off to, and we're going just into the marina now, and then afterwards we're going to go off to the shops. And when we're at the shops, I'm just thinking about getting some food when I'm there, and I'm not really sure what. But then once I've got it, I'm going to really enjoy it.
Basically, he's too lazy to cut it and adjust the volume. Alright, that is pretty much what it boils down to.
It is, but still. So as you can say, like, there's one little bit of it into camera, and I've had to cut it 10 times, going up, down with the volume.
Yeah, but what else would he do with his time?
Spend it with you, my darling.
Well, the more reason for me to talk about it.
Honestly, I'm just going to cut you out of it altogether. So we got to the services, and there was no space, but two people who'd gone through the locks in front of us are just about to go, and the bloke in the one there is in Aisha. Just came down and said, oh, he's just about to go, so we can come into his spot. Say,
good chap.
Gentleman and a scholar.
Good man. So after a long cruise day.
Yeah, it did feel long.
It was long.
Okay, it was long. It was long.
It was only supposed to be about 3.5 hours, and it really wasn't, I don't think. And it just leaves us to say thank you for liking, subscribing and commenting.
Yep.
And welcome to your Tuesday vlog. You're welcome.
Oh, exactly, yeah, the bonus one. This is a bonus. And then on Saturday, or Friday, sorry, you will see us heading off on to the Llangollen. Right, bye for now.
Bye.
See you next week. Thanks again for watching this week's vlog. If you click the box on the left, you get taken to some random YouTube recommendation video. If you click the box on the right, you go to our playlist of all our vlogs in order. And if you click the circle, you get to subscribe to our channel. And remember, that is completely free.